You kidding? Right? 13%? Oh my God, I'm on it. I'm on it. Yo, get Ven right now. Get Ven right now, dude. Yeah, I want it. Get it quick. Get it quick.
What is that? What is Ven?
Oh, it's back up. You missed it, dude. It's too late.
Missed what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about crypto, bro.
Oh, okay. This is like the new gluten-free, right?
It's not the new gluten-free. It's just this new thing everyone's doing that no one fully understands yet.
Right. That's exactly what I meant. If nobody understands it, why are you getting into it?
Oh, no. I understand it.
Oh, you get it?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Okay, so then what is it?
Well, it's this website with all these letter combinations, and you just kind of choose a combination that you like, put a bunch of money in, and then when you take it out, there's more money.
So it's like gambling.
Dude, it could not be further away from gambling. It's nothing. Oh shit, Ripple's down.
What does that mean?
XRP, bro. You want to make $1,000 right now?
I mean, yes.
Hand me your phone right now. Are you
sure?
I'll make you $1,000 right now.
Okay, but like, don't put like a lot of money in because I'm
not at all.
Start slow, build it up.
Bam. You're in for $3,000.
$3,000
Yeah.
of my money.
Yeah.
You just put it. That's a lot of money.
No, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but this $3,000 by tomorrow will be at least $4,000, and that's not even taking into account. Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit.
What? What just happened?
Hello? Yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. Christian just put in $3,000. Sell now. You gotta sell.
No.
You said we gotta sell.
Is it like volatile? We should wait till it goes back up.
Selling. All right, sold. Whew. Got out of there quick.
So what happened? Like how much? Where's the money at?
You got about 1,000.
I made $1,000?
No, you got about $1,000 left.
You just lost $2,000 in 60 seconds?
Yeah, but what I can do right now is I can take that remaining 1,000. I can put that into another coin. I can put that into maybe LMK.
No.
SMH is looking good. JIM coin.
JIM coin. Jim coin.
Yeah, it's my new coin. It's only at 3 cents right now. Great time to get in.
You said you were gonna make me $1,000.
Well, yeah, but you never really know with this kind of thing. I mean, it's like gambling. You never really know for sure.
Then why did you sound so confident?
Well, otherwise you wouldn't have bought in.
That would have been a preferable option now.
What do you think of this new balcony?
I don't know. It's tight.
Yeah? I kind of fucking hate it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it just needs like a plant or something. Maybe it's just bare. I think that's what it is. Need to get some more furniture up here. You okay? You seem stressed.
I'm stressed. I'm stressing. You just lost $2,000 of my dollars that quick.
Well, what do you want me to do? Mine it all back for you? You want me to set up a bunch of servers and reroute a power line so that we have enough power to mine some coins? I mean, what do you want me to do? Fucking set up a pump and dump? Market cap, a blockchain? I mean,
what do any of these words, are these real words?
I don't know, okay? I don't know what any of this shit means, dude. All I know is that I'm down fucking $80,000 right now.
$80,000?
I'm in so fucking deep, Christian. I'm in deep, man.
I know, right? So that's how the most of investors are these days. You know, they don't know anything about blockchain. They don't know what's the good project and what's the fraud. And most of the people, they don't know how to read white papers because it's just full of jargons. And you know, I heard someone say, if this white paper is less than 27 pages, it's a fraud. Well, there's some truth to it. Okay, so I will get back to the video later and tell you why I decided to play this video to you guys. So I wanted to talk about a trustworthy economy powered by blockchain. Justin, really, you covered the entire blockchain knowledge. So not much left for me to really talk about, but I try. So first one, the trust. What is trust? So we think that there are three elements. The first one is the community trust. Since that we are living in a village or just started as a tribe, the sense of trust, the sense of community, like giving us the idea of trust because you wanted to fit in, you wanted to be a part of this party, you wanted to be trusted, you wanted to become someone that people would trust their money with you. So the first sense of trust is from the community. It's a sense. And then the second one is the law system. It's more like enforcing the trust on someone, because if you don't, follow the rule, it comes with punishment. So that's the second type of trust that comes from the law system. And the third one is technology, because these days we turn to technology for the sense of trust, because in math we trust it, because computer is based on math and numbers don't make mistakes. So I just said that in bank we trust. I just said that in math we trust, but the modern days is the banks that really make us feel safe. Because if you go somewhere and they require you to provide identification and it requires a lot of personal information, you will say no. You will say, why? Why are you asking me for that much information? But if you go to a bank, that's a different story. They ask for your information, you give it to them, because they are managing your money, they're managing our lives. And the banks are something that we trust no matter how much you hate them. So they even had a system that measures one person if they are trustworthy or not. It's called the credit system. So for a lot of people, like if you are a foreign student or if you are new to one country, it's very hard for you to apply for a credit card. Or even you get a credit card, you cannot have a high score for your credit card. It's because that the bank, based on your background, they decided that you are not so trustworthy to pay your debt. So, but in US, a lot of accidents that happened because of this credit system, or you can say the centralized organizations. And a lot of data breach happened back in just very recently. This company called Equifax hack cost 145.5 million US customers their very personal information. And all those information probably sold on the black market. So what does bank really do? So when we talk about blockchain, we say that is a decentralized ledger. It's nothing more just a ledger. So what we are doing with bank is really, what they are doing is just a very simple math. If I send you 1,000 USD, then the bank will add 1,000 to your account and minus 1,000 in my account. And also, as the centralized organization, they provided a certain level of authority. And this authority is something that giving us the sense of trust, because if I say that I send someone 1,000 USD, and this person say, no, I never received this money. So what do? We call the bank. We find this transaction. So in the modern system right now we're having with bank is that it's a centralized organization, and they are playing the role more like a clearinghouse. And with the decentralized system, we say blockchain, everything, there's no intermediaries, there's no big banks, there's no like a centralized power to decide. It's all peer-to-peer because it's decentralized and distributed. And who is running the blockchain? And I give you this one example from blockchain. This is how many nodes on this blockchain system. So the day when I do this screenshot, it was 1 month ago. So we had 11,077 nodes on blockchain system, and all those dots on the map is a manager. We can say a manager on this blockchain. And in US alone, we have 2,727 managers. So those are peer-to-peer transactions, and they are making the decisions instead of a bank or a centralized power. So our last speaker, Justin, mentioned that consensus rules. And what is consensus? What does it do? So right now in the blockchain world, we have 3 types of consensus that's used mostly. But we have gradually discovered that there are other methods to achieve the goal of consensus. So the first one is POW, proof of work, and is used by Bitcoin mostly. And then what does it do is that it's very simple. Like if you wanted to open a lock, and then you will have to guess the combination a certain amount of times, and then you will get the right answer eventually. So before you open this lock, you have to prove a certain amount of work that you have done. So this is what proof of work means. And then POS. POS is right now used a lot because POW proved to be very inefficient. So right now, this another method is called proof of stake. By the words, you have to have some kind of stake in the game to prove that you can be trustworthy, to prove that you have the authority to join the game, to have a voice, to make a decision, to vote. So that's what POS meaning that if I wanted to add this transaction record into the ledger, I will have to have enough coins, a certain amount of coins, a stake, the stakes, to prove that I can do this job, I can be qualified. So the third one, recently the third one is very popular because of one coin called EOS. So delegated proof of stake is very different than proof of stake, because delegated proof of stake meaning that through voting, we select one individual or one manager or one operator to be the representative of a group of voters, and then this small group of people will make a decision for the community. So EOS, for example, I don't know if how many people know EOS. Can please raise your hand? Yes. Okay, not many. So EOS right now is launching their own campaign for block producer. So what we call this block producer is more like the manager who is managing the blockchain, the Bitcoin network. So what they do is that this 21 delegated representative is going to make decisions for the entire EOS network and also enjoying the profit. And so there are a lot of debates right now regarding which method is more fair, which method is more trustworthy. And I personally think that the delegated proof of stake, especially used by EOS, might prove to be a little bit more fair, because when we talk about POW, it's the proof of work. But right now, let's see Bitcoin. There are just a handful of big mining factories. They have, as long as their mining machine is still operating, then they will continue to have this power in this community to make decisions. But with the DPoS, this 21 dedicated representative is not a fixed member. So anyone, this needle group is constantly changing with a different topic, with a different power, with a different face. So this method, I think, can ensure this fairness in this community, and that's why I personally would think that among these three forms, I personally think that DPoS is probably more blockchain. So a trustworthy economy, when we go back to just one page before, consensus rules, because there's no centralized power making the decision for us, but through ourselves, through voting and through decentralized and also distributed network, we can make the decision. So the data integrity is not compromised by anyone. With that being said, we can also build our own identity on blockchain, to build our digital identity on the network, to make sure that every information is veritable and also the data is immutable. So let's go back to the video that I just showed you 10 minutes ago. That's how we feel about most of the investors of the cryptocurrencies. So what Epiphany wanted to do is to introduce a new service to the community. It's called the brokerage service. Has a lot to do with an agent. A lot of people, when they invest in coins, they don't really know what they are investing. Myself is a very good example. I have a friend who is my agent handling my investment, probably like what Cyber Capital is doing. And whenever I decided to take on the role, then I lose money because I don't have time to read white papers. I don't know the tech aspect. So I need someone to help me with making decisions. And this is what we wanted to bring to the community, is this brokerage service. What they do is that when you log on this network, you will see a rank. You will see a group of brokers already registered on this network who can help you making decisions. It's not from us, it's from third parties. It's from those experienced experts in this crypto world who can help you make better decisions. This is called the brokerage service. And we have another service, it's called the star investors. People like, the veterans in the crypto world who knows about blockchain, who know about Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, who know how to read a white paper. And those people who already had a very rich experience in investing in cryptocurrency help people making decisions. How does it work? Let's say that I am an expert in investment. I know how to invest in coins, and I show my proof of investment history, and then you can see that how much I made, and also how much I lose, and what's the rate, and you decide if you wanted to follow me. And if you decided to follow me, let's say that today I bought 100,000 Bitcoins, and then you decided to follow, and in the end of the day, if I make money, that means you will make money as well. So these two types of brokers are the broker service that we are bringing to the community to avoid the problem that is shown in the video, which is you always hear those big words like blockchain, like the public key, like the wallet, the address, and all those things. Maybe how many people really understand it? Like when Justin was talking about the public key, right? Not a lot of people raising their hands, I see. So this is what we wanted to do, is to provide a trustworthy platform with experienced agent to help people making better decisions in the crypto world. So we see in the market right now, there are a lot of exchanges, the small exchanges and also the big guys like Binance, also Kraken, Coinbase, those big guys. But the full service exchange does not really exist right now. So that's what we wanted to bring to this community, is to bring more people into this crypto world. So right now, according to the study, there are only a few million people actually doing this crypto investment. that means so many people, they are outside trying to get in. Because, we always talk about revolution. We always talk about educate ourselves. We always talk about to keep in the loop. But because lack of experience or also lack of knowledge about certain things really keep us away from it. So what we wanted to do is to bring more people into the game by showing them how to do it, and also how to, by giving them a better options, like providing a guidance. So our slogan is trade like a pro, because if you don't know what you're investing, it will be a big problem. Warren Buffett once said that you don't invest in things that you don't understand. So this is what we wanted to bring to the community, is that to help people making better decisions when they decided to invest. And centralization and decentralization has been a big debate right now, because centralization seemed like a safe play because it's very user-friendly right now. All those big exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken, they are centralized. But we see the changes coming. Decentralization is what blockchain is about. And we see platforms like Ether Delta. Right now, Ether Delta is not doing very well because it's not very user-friendly. You will have to be like a real pro to trade on a platform like that one. And we wanted to build a real decentralized platform. And so we are building a multi-tier blockchain system, and hopefully that we can bring this platform to you in August. And compliance and regulation, this is very important, because I once said something like, I think a regulation is against the principle of blockchain, because blockchain is self-governance. And also with the decentralized feature, also distributed ledger, you don't really need a regulatory body to tell you what is right to do, what is not. So, but in the very beginning of anything, you need to set some rules, because we see that a lot of projects, they are fraud, right? And a lot of ICOs, especially if you know the Chinese market, a lot of ICOs is basically using the name of blockchain to fool people. So in the very beginning, I think regulation is definitely necessary and needed. And as a US platform, we have already started the registration with SEC for the alternative trading system, and also we have registered in 7 states for money service business permit. So we are doing a lot of meetups and roadshows with the universities, also because we think that universities is a place all those talents are gathered. And right now we are looking for 4 partners. The first one is exchanges, because we wanted to build a network instead of one platform. So we wanted to work with other exchanges, and also to bring the safer network to the investors. And the second one is brokers, more like a cyber capital. And we wanted to work with experienced investors or agents to bring more knowledge to this community. And also, we are looking for community leaders as we are launching our platform soon, and we wanted to work with talented younger generations and to set up our communities all over the world. And also, the fourth one is that we have our super lab that we wanted to incubate good projects, including like AI and blockchain and all those very cutting-edge projects. So in the beginning of this event, I quoted Benjamin Franklin said that a investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. I really hope that when we make any decisions, we like investing in any project, we keep that in mind. Well, thank you very much for indulging me. Thank you.